Moving to the Grand Rapids, Michigan area, well, in today's video, I'm going to explain to you exactly what to expect when moving to the Grand Rapids, Michigan area. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Okay, before we jump into this video, my name is Kevin Irwin. I'm a local real estate agent here in the West Michigan area. If this is your very first time to my channel, I go over everything that you need to know about living here in West Michigan and Michigan in general, and what it's like to relocate to the Michigan area. So make sure you smash that subscribe button, hit that little bell notification so you get notified every time I put a video out. And I put them out every Wednesday. You know what? I do like making these videos, but I love helping you move to West Michigan way more. So do not hesitate to reach out to me. You can call me, you can text me, you can email me, you can even send a pigeon carrier. Whatever you have to do, I have your back when it comes to making a move here in West Michigan. Okay, without further ado, let's jump straight into this. Now, this is a pretty extensive list, so I'm going to kind of explain to you guys what I'm going to talk about. We're going to go over the climate, we're going to go over the community and lifestyle, we're going to go over the culture and entertainment, we're going to go over the economy and employment, the food, the drink, recreation, and transportation. And then, of course, a little bit on what it's like to live here. You're probably going to get that throughout this whole list, but we're going to go through them all. So let's get moving. So the first one, the 4 distinct seasons. This by far is the #1 thing that people want to move to Michigan for. We have spring, summer, fall, and winter time. At the time that I'm making this video, it's actually the end of October. So what to expect? It is fall time. It's cold. It's actually snowing out today, and the colors are fantastic. If you've never seen the colors in the Midwest or in the fall time, you have got to come check it out, because just seeing it on pictures and video does not really do it justice. You've got to go through up into the northern part of the Lower Peninsula to see the colors. Go take a color tour. I promise you, you will not be upset about it. Now, of course, we have the summertime. What's it like in the summertime here in Michigan? Well, it can get very humid. It can get a little hot, but it's nothing like some of these other states. I've got a lot of folks moving here from California, from Texas, from Arizona, up from Florida. Why? To escape the heat. It's not quite as hot as it is in the southern states and on the, over by the ocean. It is not anywhere near as hot as those areas are. Now, we'll have a couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks, sometimes even a month of like super high 80s and 90s, but very rarely does it get over 100 degrees. Sure, maybe the heat index gets over 100 degrees, but the actual temperature is not over 100 degrees. And the biggest difference there is, like, I have family in Texas, and when it's 110 degrees outside, when it cools off at nighttime, it gets down to like 97 degrees. Now, it's so weird when you go out in Texas and it's still super hot and it's midnight and you think it should be cool when you're used to like Michigan. So in Michigan, if it's 100 degrees that day, it's probably going to drop down into the low 70s at nighttime. Much more enjoyable sleeping weather during the summertime here. Now, of course, we've got the winter time here in Michigan. Winters they're crazy. They can get crazy. You can get a lot of snow. You can get ice storms. You can get power outages from those ice storms. You're going to need snow tires. You're going to need to leave earlier because everybody loses their ever-living mind as soon as the snow hits, and people don't know how to drive in the snow. Then about halfway through winter, everybody figures it out, but you're going to want to have extra time, and you're going to want to obviously be prepared just in case you get stuck in a ditch or something like that. So you're going to want to make sure you bring warm clothes with you and just be prepared. I'll do another specific video breaking down winter and all of the different things you need to be prepared for, so make sure you stay tuned for that video. All right, the community and lifestyle here in Grand Rapids area, it is very friendly. This is Midwest nice. A lot of people you're going to run into will say hi to you. They'll actually look at you. People are just friendlier here because, and I think part of it's just because we have to be a little bit tougher because we do have the extremes of all 4 seasons. Honestly, I don't know what it is. Maybe you guys can explain why Midwest people are nicer than, say, Californian or South of, in the warmer states. People are nicer. A lot of family friendly activities here in West Michigan. There's a lot of families, which means schools. We have a ton of different school choices. A lot of our schools are Blue Ribbon certified. A lot of them are very high quality schools. So a lot of the areas around Grand Rapids and in Grand Rapids, you're going to have access to high quality education for the kiddos. And I have been to so many of the little towns around West Michigan and in Grand Rapids, and it just feels like community. That's the best way I know how to explain it. A lot of people know each other. It just has that small town feel, and a lot of our downtowns are super cute and super walkable, and a lot of different little small shops in a lot of the downtowns. It's just a really cool area. I've helped a lot of folks move here, and everybody, when they go to these small towns, they talk about the community aspect and how nice everybody is. It really is a real thing. Okay, the culture and entertainment, it is not lacking here in Michigan. You have so many options when it comes to entertainment. For the culture, the art scene is huge in West Michigan. You've got the Grand Rapids Art Museum, over 5,000 pieces of art to check out there. Of course, we have the Art Prize, if you've heard of that. That's a world-renowned art festival here in Grand Rapids, and people from all over the world come to show off their art and to win Art Prize. You've got entertainment venues like Van Andel Arena. We're getting ready to put in a massive amphitheater downtown Grand Rapids. I don't know all the details on that. I'm going to bring that to you guys as I get more details, but they're really trying to bring the entertainment and the music industry and the music scene here in Grand Rapids alive even more than it already is. Okay, the economy and the employment. So if you're going to move here, what's the economy like? What's the employment opportunities like? We have a robust job market here in West Michigan. You've got healthcare up the wazoo with the Medical Mile. That's world-renowned Medical Mile. Make sure you guys look that up on Google and check that out. We've got all kinds of amazing hospitals here in Grand Rapids and the surrounding areas. You've got manufacturing. You've got the tech industry that's really trying to grow here in Grand Rapids. So if you're in IT, Grand Rapids is a very good spot, and it is growing in that field a lot. So the jobs, there's a plethora of them. So don't worry about employment here. And of course, we have a lot of schools. So if you're a teacher, there's going to be jobs for you here too. Fun story. I have a family that's getting ready to move here. And the first conversation we had, he asked, like, what's the job market there? Because if we're going to move there, I got to have a job. And I'm like, you know what? Honestly, with what you do, he is a plumber of sorts. I don't know exactly what he does in the plumbing, but I know that he is in the plumbing industry. He called me 1 week later and had 3 job offers, just like that. He did not think it was going to be that easy to get a job, but he ended up getting a job. I'm helping them move out here. He's actually making quite a bit more money than he was making in Washington, which is amazing because cost of living here is cheaper than it is in Washington. So let's go over and jump into the cost of living. Cost of living here in West Michigan is a lot lower than it is around the country. Last time I checked, we're the 4th lowest cost of living in the United States, which is why so many people are moving here, because the cost of living is so much lower. I've helped a lot of Californian families move here, and it blows my mind how expensive stuff is in California versus West Michigan. It really is mind-blowing. Okay, food and drink, because we all gotta eat food, and a lot of us like beer. Grand Rapids has so many options when it comes to dining and eating, different varieties of food. Of course, this is Beer City, USA. Beer City. That means there is plenty of places to go get a craft brew all over the city. You've got Founders Brewing, you've got New Holland Brewing, you've got Vincent Brewing. There's so many different amazing breweries in and around Grand Rapids. You absolutely have to go check those out. Recreation. Michigan is no slouch when it comes to recreation. It is a very outdoorsy state, and that is because of our weather. A lot of the year, you're able to be outside. Even in the summers, most of the summers, you're able to be outside. You're not in some of these states where you can't even go outside in the summer because it's just too stinking hot. And about the only time you get outside is in the wintertime in that state because it's finally cool enough to be out. Michigan, you can be out, I would say probably 90% of the year, you can be outside doing outdoor activities. Therefore, we have tons of hiking trails, tons of mountain biking trails, a couple different ski hills to do stuff during the wintertime. And then we have over 11,000 lakes here in Michigan. So water sports is massive. And of course, we're surrounded by fresh water. So you've got plenty of sailing on Lake Michigan. Lake Michigan views, don't even get me started. They're unbelievable. I'm going to be doing a ton of videos on the lake shore so that you guys can see it for yourself. Okay, now sports lovers. Grand Rapids, Michigan has you covered. We've got the Grand Rapids Griffins. We've got the West Michigan Whitecaps. We've got plenty of different sporting events. And then, of course, high school football is huge. And then if you get outside of Grand Rapids, obviously you've got Michigan State, one of the biggest rivalries in college football. You've got the Detroit Lions, you've got the Detroit Tigers, you've got the Detroit Red Wings. So you've got a plethora of opportunities here in Michigan in order to enjoy sports. Let's jump into the transportation. This is a big one. A lot of people are used to having a ton of traffic to deal with. Sometimes you're in traffic for 1.5 to 2 hours in some of these major cities around the US, Kent County here in Michigan, where Grand Rapids is located, only has about 650,000 people in it. You compare that with like Houston, Texas, who has millions of people. That's a massive difference. So your traffic load is not going to be anywhere near as much as some of the other areas around the country. If you're moving to downtown Grand Rapids and you're interested in busing, we've got the Rapid bus system that's going to be able to get you around. And Rapid actually has buses that if you're going to be going to college in Big Rapids at Ferris State University, you could ride the Rapid bus up there too. So there's plenty of opportunities for different types of transportation here in West Michigan. And then of course, Grand Rapids International Airport, if you're wanting to fly in internationally, we've got you covered there. And Michigan actually has a ton of different small airports if you've got like a private jet or something and you're looking to fly into somewhere else within Michigan. So plenty of options for transportation. Okay, so if you move here, you got to live somewhere, right? So how is the housing market? How are the housing opportunities? What are the neighborhoods like here in West Michigan? You've got a ton of different stuff to choose from. You've got Heritage Hill, which has a ton of old historic homes in it. Absolutely amazing to go check out. You've got the fun and lively East Town over there. You've got Kentwood, you've got Walker, Wyoming, Grandville, all these suburbs around Grand Rapids. You're going to have so many different unique places. Each one of them have their pros and their cons, and I'm breaking down videos on all of that stuff, so don't worry. This is just an overview of what to expect here, but a lot of these towns are really nice to live in. They have a lot of really cool aspects to them, different opportunities for employment and different walkability factors of each one of them. They're all close to parks and close to trails for you to be able to get outdoors and enjoy Michigan. And of course, real estate is very diverse here in West Michigan. You've got houses ranging from $4 million all the way down to $80,000. It's all in between there. You've got a lot of different neighborhoods that are going to boast properties from $200,000 to $300,000. You've got a lot of developments that are going to be in the $400,000 to $500,000 range. Take a look once, get on Zillow if you're in California and you're watching this. Look at your house in California and then find a similar house here in West Michigan. Tell me what the price difference is. It's pretty staggering how much more house you can get here in West Michigan versus places like California. It's absolutely incredible. And if you're looking for the high-end real estate, I've sold lots of luxury here in Michigan. Luxury is here. I promise you, take a look. You're going to be able to get a massive house for nowhere near as much as you're going to pay out in California. I mean, some of the houses here are 6,000 square feet for about a $1.5 million versus California, that'd probably be $3 or $4 million. The Lake Michigan properties, if you're looking to go to Lake Michigan, I've got some clients that I'm helping right now buy on Lake Michigan. What you can get for $1.4 million to $1.8 million on Lake Michigan is fantastic compared to buying a lot of these properties in like Miami or along the coast in California. Much cheaper. You're still getting similar views to those coastal views because you can't see across Lake Michigan. It's absolutely fantastic. Well, there you have it. There's a little bit of what to expect when moving to the Grand Rapids area. Is it what you thought? Is there anything you want me to go over? Is there any specific neighborhoods you guys want me to go over? Throw all that stuff down in the comment section. I really appreciate you watching. If you're looking to make a move here to the West Michigan area or Michigan in general, do not hesitate to reach out to me. I will make time for you guys. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.